Okay, I think I am live. We'll watch it over here and see if it pops up on YouTube. I should be live anyhow. Don't think anybody's here anyway, so that's okay because I'm not real sure if I'm actually streaming or not. I guess we will find out in a moment. Should be popping up. Refresh. Oh, yeah, we are. And my speaker is even on. I thought I had it turned off. But the audio sounded like it was coming through okay. Anyway, I'm just here hanging out between videos and reviews and out walking and all that fun stuff. I think I got the lighting adjusted correctly. Put another light right over here. I did try my studio lights and they were much too bright. Felt like you're sitting in the sun. It was just so bright. And those you can't turn down. My big light that I use on doing the reviews and photography and stuff, I can turn that one down. These other lights, you can't turn them down. It is what it is. I don't know if my mom's here, but if you are, hi. I haven't heard from you. And anyway, I'm just here rattling away and talking to myself. So we'll see if anybody shows up. If they do, great. If they don't, then this will be real short and I'll get back to work. I'll do an official break. Make it like a 20-minute break. Anyway, if anybody's out there, what's that song? Is anybody out there? I noticed Steve was doing his live stream. I was listening to it for a little bit. And I actually was on time here, but I didn't realize. I thought when I switched profiles on OBS that it would sign me out and sign me into the other account, but it doesn't do that. So I had to redo that. Anyway, it does look a little dark though, looking at it on YouTube here, but it's not bad. I thought I had the lights adjusted good. Oh, there we go. Tracking my hand. I have got to learn to not use my hands because I wonder if you can just turn that tracking off. Let's go back to the preset there. Go back over there. Zone tracking. Sport. Well, it's on standard, but I really don't really need the hand gestures and all that. Wonder how much of a delay there is. Let's see. That was a clap. Let's see how long it's taken. Let's see. I got it down to like 8 or 9 seconds last night, but apparently it is taking longer tonight. I don't know. But it looks like that's going to be too dark. You can't even see the candles. You point it that way, point it that way. Well, that got brighter. Why is it moving? I need to look at my book here, I guess. Somebody gonna walk in. What in the world is that dude doing? Zoom. I don't want to zoom. Well, I can just hit reset or preset and it jumps back. You see, that lighting on this monitor doesn't look bad. That looks about right. Let's wait till the delay and see if it shows up over there. No. I don't know what the deal is. If I turn this other light, let's see what that does. It's not extremely bright on me because I got it turned down. It looks really bright on one monitor on OBS, but the delay, it looks like YouTube makes it darker. That didn't change nothing. See, that's really bright on me. Let's see what that does. I'm gonna wait for the delay. I hate this delay, but I looked at it last night. I signed in to StreamYard, and StreamYard has a delay too. Well, that's too much. Let's see what that does. This is crazy having to wait this long. Well, you can kind of start seeing the candle burning back there, right there. I don't know. I can probably brighten it up just a little. Where do I want to brighten it up though? Maybe we ought to just leave it as it is. That's not too bad. I don't know. I think that's worse. Hey, hello, Ray. I'm just sitting there talking to myself and playing with the settings and everything. I was fixing to get off here. Wasn't nobody here, so I thought I'd get back to work. Take me a regular 20-minute break and I was trying to brighten up the back just a little bit, but I think on my face it looks okay. Looking at it on YouTube, looking at it on OBS, it's really bright, but when you look at it on the YouTube, it doesn't look that bright. The delay in this is what really gets me. I just don't. I guess I never really noticed it. StreamYard has about an 8 or a 9 second delay. Oh, that's okay. Everybody's probably busy, doing their own thing. But I'm here for a few minutes. I'll probably get off here. I've got, I did the sock video. Yes, I had to do a review on socks. And then I got some steel-toed work boots that I just finished and edited it. Now I did a hunting blind earlier, so now I need to edit that video. And then I'll probably go to bed after that. I've been going to bed fairly early and getting up early. Earlier. Depends on your interpretation of early. Me, anything before 10 o'clock is early. Used to not be, but it is now. Anyhow, all good in the neighborhood. So does the picture, the brightness and everything, here goes my hand again. I gotta quit doing that. I move my hand and that camera jumps over there. But does the video look good and the audio sound okay? You're well behind on editing too. Yeah, I've just gotta edit the one, and I'm caught up on what I videoed, and then I've got probably 22 products in there that need to be reviewed. So yeah, it's a lot of work. Don't see me in a t-shirt very often, do you? Hello, Lisa. Audio's great. Okay, good deal. Hopefully the picture is not too bad either. At least I just been sitting there just rattling away to myself and talking, and then Ray snuck in and caught me talking to myself, and now you're here. I was just taking a break. I thought about naming the video of the live stream like question and answer. I thought, nobody probably got no questions from me because they already know everything that I know, and I don't know much. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, Mom told me the other day that I guess it was right when I was getting this OBS and all that set up, and she said that she saw me. There was a live stream going, and I was just messing around in here and doing stuff, and I didn't know I thought it was set to unlisted, but apparently I had put it. You have to change it because it defaults to public. I know a lot more than I think. I don't know about that, but if the image looks, well, hello, Wendy. Tell her I said howdy. But if the picture looks as good on here as it does on y'all's end, I think that'll be all right. I mean, you can see the plant right there, and you can barely see the candle though. With the keep smiling, it's kind of dark. But hello, pork chop. What's the conversation tonight? Well, me and myself and I was having a real good conversation up until about 5 minutes ago. I was just talking away and changing things up, and Ray walked in and heard me talking to myself, and there's not much of a conversation, honestly. I think I got the lighting though. Wasn't nobody here, so I started doing lighting, and I thought I was going to be on time too for once. And I hit go live, and then it wouldn't let me go live. Apparently, I have to log out of one account on OBS and then sign in on another account. So anyway, you know what might look cool back there is if I had like a little bit of light. I've got some lights in there on the bookshelf that I wonder if I sit like behind that plant, if it might cast too much. I don't know. But it's so hard to tell what it looks like. Anyway, what would you like to talk about, Pork Chop? What's the conversation tonight? You start one and we'll roll with it. One of the things that I have been noticing, though, that I do not like is this StreamYard has about a 9-second delay, But OBS can be anywhere from 9 to 18-second delay. And I do not like that at all. Try it. Well, okay. Y'all just chat away and I'll go grab those lights. They're in there on the bookshelf. And there's both those I think. No, I don't. Yeah, I think that table has built-in plugs in it. All right, I'll be back in just a second. Y'all don't make fun of my shorts because I took me a shower after going for a walk. So I got on my relaxing shorts. They're appropriate, but I wouldn't wear them out in the public. Yeah, I guess I could, but anyway. Our humidity is lower. That makes me happy. Yeah. Felt good out there today. I had a not a camping, hunting blind that I needed to do the review on. I was going to wait till this weekend, but it's supposed to be like 91. And today it was 84. So I thought today made a better day to do that. So that's what I did. Yep. All right. I'll be right back. Grandpa. was a pain. I don't know what remote goes to. Nothing works. Really bright. Let's see what that looks like here in a minute. I'm back, y'all. The room looks brighter than I thought. It must be been casting a huge shadow. I guess so. I've got a light pointing straight at me, but I think this camera focuses on me. Let's see. I sent him a screenshot of what the live looks like now that he's away from the camera. Did you? I was in there. Oh, it is brighter, isn't it? No, I'm not forgetting y'all. I I had those cords you saw me plugging in. I had to run them into the back of the bookshelf into a drawer because I've got a USB plug sitting in the drawer of that uh, bookshelf. Anyway, I'm back, and I guess this is the remote that goes to it. Let's see if it focuses. Oh yeah. Hey, now I look like one of them professionals. How they hold stuff up and put their hands there. Boy, we're getting high tech now, y'all. High tech redneck. That should be a YouTube channel. It probably is. Those don't look too bad back there, do they? If I could just get rid of this delay, everything would be okay. Well, did I run everybody off? Did everybody leave? Oh, hey, it's okay as long as we can see you. Did you sell the dinosaur laser, man? Oh, no. No, I wonder if it's dark enough for that to show. It's so bright in here, y'all, but I guess with me this close to the camera, it casts the light on me. It puts the light on me. The camera does it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's turn it on and find out. Get it dark back over here again. Let me get in front of the light so it, y'all can probably. Oh, I think that's going to work. It certainly helps to have the backlighting. Does that? Yeah, that looks better back there, doesn't it? Oh, now it's the delay is kicking in and the shadows are kicking in. So now I'm looking at it and that looks pretty cool, don't it? Yeah, that'll work. Not bad for a hillbilly, huh? Looks good. Thank you. And it actually it lights those plants up better. See on my end, I'll show y'all what it looks like. Let's see. Turn the camera on. See if we can get this. We did it the other night, didn't we? Oh, wait. Flip the screen. Let's see which monitor. Oh, there we are. See how bright this is over here? Well, that looks wicked, doesn't it? And then when you look over at the other monitor, it's a lot darker. But when you look at OBS screen, it's a lot brighter. Hope you can kind of see that. Yeah, those laser lights look pretty cool. Huh? I like that. Good idea, Pork Chop, and good idea, Ray. I think we was group effort on getting the lighting back there. I looked at a house on, I think it was on Marketplace. I didn't, the living room, it was okay, but what I did like about it, one whole wall was like wood, like wood flooring, but it was on a wall, and it was a long living room. But I've decided if I ever get another house, what I really need is like at least a one-car garage that's built in. You know, as far as the distance, like 18 to 20 foot long. The width doesn't matter too much because 12-foot wide room is good enough for a studio, but it would be cool to have like a 20-foot long room, and then I could do all my live streaming and my reviews in that one room. 3-bedroom with a built-in one-car garage or 2-car garage would be better, but I could deal with a 1-car garage. I sold a few things. Actually did another 2-drawer filing cabinet, and I never even posted it because I had posted a 4-drawer filing cabinet, and the lady wanted it, and it's the other lady bought it, but she got to it before first. But I told the one that I'd have a 2-drawer one, and she said that was fine. She'd rather have one. Anyway, sold that to her. She sent me a message today because I told her I had another one that identical to the one that she got, but I was using it and I was going to keep it. And she said, "Do you want to sell that?" And I'm like, "No, not really." I mean, I only charged her $25 for that 2-drawer filing cabinet, and I'd rather have me a filing cabinet. I mean, if it was like $50 to $100 for it, yeah, I'd probably sell it, but $25, I'll just hang on to it. Yeah, I've got like a karaoke machine I need to get listed. They can have a lot more stuff if I can ever get them done. Did you decide to keep your e-bike scooter thing? the stand-up scooter? If that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, I kept that. I like that. I didn't have an e-bike, but I had that stand-up scooter. I'll show you. I'll be right back. Put the brakes on. That's the one you're talking about? Maybe an adult will want the karaoke machine for Halloween parties. Yeah. That is crazy on that. I was going to look. We'll look real quick. Because the price that they had that thing was ridiculous. I'm assuming that can't be the price. Let me find go to my product list. Victor. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Go look at this. Move. New. Wait, I know what I can do. Copy the link over here. Paste and go. Now we'll go back to OBS and click on that one. Yeah, look at that. $239, y'all. And it's not a big one either. Yes, didn't it have a goofy. Yeah. You have a karaoke machine. The only cool thing about this one is it has the monitor, like almost like a tablet, really. And it attaches to it. But it's not a very big one. Let's see if this gives them measurements. They make it look so big, but it's not. It's definitely not worth $239. Because sometimes I've noticed some of the sellers, they'll jack the price way up right when they list something. And I think it's because they don't have it in yet. And they don't want people ordering it. So they just, to get it live on Amazon and get it ready, they jack the price up. But they hadn't come off on this price. Yeah, this one does have, it has a really good monitor. I mean, if, but $239 and it's like a small subwoofer in it. Yeah, 6.5 inch subwoofer. I mean, seriously, it's just doesn't, you know, if you're looking at karaoke machines, and to me, this one over here, that's 119. The other ones actually sounded better. Dang, that was $479. I'd like to do that one. It looks like an old stereos. Yeah, I need to hook up with these folks. But well, it looks taller. See that other one? It's probably about the height. Well, you can't see my cursor, can you? Oh yeah, you can. It's about the height of that where the handle is right there on the side. So it's not very tall. Oh. It's a bell. Wherever it's at. My grandson was over here the other day and he rode it. Rode it down the street and back. Having a look around this microphone. Oh, where did YouTube go? There it is. It's easier just to read the comments on that because the text is so small on the OBS that it's just easier to make it bigger. Of course, that's on a 4K monitor, and this is on a 1080, so that makes it bigger right there. I have a karaoke machine. I need to get that listed too. Yeah. I like that. It has a good monitor. Something about back Backhorn karaoke machine, same. Well, hello, Tim. Hello. What was Oh man, my mind went blank. You know, Young Guns. Hello. And then he was shotting. Oh man, I can't believe I love that show. I can't remember. Remember I said I watched the chat on the YouTube on the other monitor. Yeah, yeah. I understand completely. It's the dark abyss. I'm sitting there, I forgot to shut the door, and it looks so dark in there. You can see my little uh, air freshener thing plugs into the wall. Maybe I was thinking of the senior scooter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did sell that. Yeah, that got sold. I actually sold that at the Bowie Flea Market. Supposed to get 2 more of those in. I'm kind of hoping so because that's some pretty good money. So much brighter when I'm not right there. This chair squeaks a lot. I had to change office chairs because the back of my knee. Let's see. Oh, wait, there it is, right there. Back of my leg. Since I put the taller casters on that office chair, it sits too high for me, and it your leg really starts hurting bad. It'll wake you up in the middle of the night. I don't think you can comment in the chat on OBS either. Well, it says I can. I haven't tried. Yep. There was no delay there. You also have your mod controls on YouTube channel, but not on OBS. Yeah, that may be true. But I did see, what was it? Community moderation. Whoa, what was that? What do we do? Oh, it opened up the settings of the YouTube studio. I clicked on that. Just leave all this alone. I don't want to jack nothing up, especially when we're in the middle of the live stream. It's showing the wrenches and stuff. Moderation activity. What happens if I do that? Oh, moderation activity will be shown. Welcome to the chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by the community guidelines. Ooh, I guess I better behave. That could have changed since the last I used it. It did have an update. I updated it today. Now, it could have had an update yesterday, and don't remember. Either that did or DaVinci Resolve did. One of them did, and I didn't do it. That was the one bad thing about. I like Filmora, Wondershare Filmora. But every time I went to go edit a video, it would have another, like every day there was a new update. I don't have time to sit there and wait on those things to update. When I get ready to edit, I'm ready to go. I don't want to fiddle around. But I'm getting a little more comfortable with DaVinci Resolve, but it's kind of like this OBS. It's got a lot of things that are not available on like StreamYard or Filmora. But I would still recommend StreamYard for somebody that wants just hit and go live and don't have to deal with anything, like different settings or anything. It works a lot better. I did order me a mic stand, that one man you was talking about, Ray. I went ahead and ordered that because I got paid my video review for the knives. They paid me. The video, I was surprised. It was quick because I sent it to them yesterday, and this morning they sent me a PayPal payment thing. I'm like, wow. I'm used to waiting 3 or 4 days to a week, sometimes 2 weeks. China still owes me money from last month. Who knows if I'll get it. If I didn't get so much stuff from them, I would almost just tell them adios. That, I don't know. But every once in a while, they send something really good. I squeaked too. The one thing that I liked about that chair versus this one, this is just a leather chair. And it's probably a more expensive chair, but you don't have any breathing in it. You know, that one's that mesh material and air can flow through, even though I have a cushion in it and a little back cover, back cushion. You can still feel the ceiling fan. You can still feel this little fan blowing through it. So I really like that kind of chair better than a solid leather one, but until I get some, that's probably what I ought to do. The casters are great. They're just too tall. But I think that company that I did those casters for have 3 other sizes, and I probably should just order me some new casters, the short ones. I was kind of hoping to get another chair to do a review on. I had a chance to do one, and then they backed off. If you ask, they will send payment pretty quick. If you don't ask, weeks. Oh, I've asked. What was her name? Liz, I think, is doing it now, and that's what her WhatsApp name is. But I've asked her 2 or 3 times, and Still no payment. I don't know. I think they owe me like $30. But that going down to $10, I mean, it should be 60, but them going down to $10. That's why I've gotten real particular on what I accept from them, because if I know I can't sell it, and I know it's not a high demand item, it's not worth my time, especially for $10. And I did accept a mini chainsaw the other day, but that will sell. I'm not too worried about that one, especially with wintertime coming up. Hold your next video hostage. I've got one. It was a furniture mover, a metal one, and that was supposed to pay me $50, and they've never paid me. And I asked them 3 or 4 times now, and they said, one of the times back, they said that the seller said that I didn't use it, and I said, "Oh yes, I did," and I sent them the timestamp of where I was using it, and I haven't heard back since then. And I was really tempted to yank the video off of YouTube, or off of Amazon, but who does that really hurt? I mean, because I'm not going to get no commissions off of that if I take it off. So they kind of got you over the barrel, really. I mean, you could take it off, but you're kind of cutting your own throat too. So I don't know. I just know I won't be doing anymore. And I hated to do that because it was a nice person that I was working with, and I think I've worked with him on something else too. And everything worked out good, but this time it didn't. And if that's where they're going to be, I know it's the seller that's causing the issue. But, you know, if you're going to be an agent, you got to take some kind of responsibility on payments. Yeah, I told China Dolls that one time they never got paid, and they said they was waiting on the seller, and I said, well, you pay me, and then when they pay, then y'all just keep the money. Yeah, that didn't go over too well. But now I've got some templates saved on ChatGPT that some of these sellers, I just shoot them a price that they're not going to take. But I give them the opportunity. If they want me to do it, great. If they don't, like $150, and then they can, $50. What is it, like $50 a month for usage rights? So $300 to do the video for a 3-month usage rights. You know, I think probably a few years ago you could get away with that from the different posts that I've read on Reddit. But in today's times, with everybody doing reviews, the ability for the content creator to make a demand on prices is, I don't think it's there anymore. I mean, I came in on late on the show, so, but you can read Reddit and these people saying I wouldn't work less than $200. You know, I'm like, man, a lot of the videos I do are free, but I'm sure back a few years ago that was the case. They were spending money on advertisement, but you know, you kind of look at it from the seller's point of view too, with all the tariffs and everything, and they're already out, you know, the product, and then the tariffs are shipping it over. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just rattling now. Kind of funny. Yeah, this light looks more pinkish right there. light over there looks more purple, but it's supposed to be blue. Some of the videos they put on the product page are still, oh yeah, they'll like these LED lights that I just sit back there. They'll like show it and then turn it on and off and flip a couple of colors, never say anything. Lasts like 15 seconds and they upload it. And now you can actually post stuff in Creator Connections and you don't even have to make videos for it. I could go find a Mercedes Benz and put a link to the dealership. I mean, I'm exaggerating here, but something really high dollar. You could take a $3,000 computer, put a link to it on your Creator Connections, never create a video, throw a picture with it if you want to, and you just start making commissions off of it. It's getting out of hand. But yeah, some of the videos that's why some people, they'll say, well, I don't know if I can create a video. I said, look, you can do as good as a lot of people that's doing it. And the more you do it, the more you get used to it. But if they can make the same money on a 30-second video that they ain't doing nothing on, then a 10-minute video or a 5-minute video, I mean, you can't blame them, and Amazon's letting them get away with it. But they'll hit a wall eventually, and the sellers and stuff won't be sending them stuff. But on the flip side of that, a lot of people buy their own stuff and they just go around the house. So they ain't got anybody to please. They can do whatever they want. And I will say that is easier to review an item that you bought and share, be more open about it. I'm open about everything, but like the socks that I did, I just did 6 pairs of socks, and on their product page, they talk about it coming in a nice box. It's just a box. But I guess they spent money on the color schemes and everything on it, and their brand name and logo and all that. It's supposed to be like a gift box. Well, the one that I got in was destroyed. But I didn't show that in the video, and I never said anything about it in the video. It wasn't destroyed because of the seller. It was destroyed because of the U.S. Postal Service. Looks like they ran over it with the forklift or something. Some things you can't blame on the sellers. It's FedEx and UPS and USSP, United States, USPS. Bob, that was it. Hello, Bob. I knew it would come to me. But anyway, I'm drawing a blank here. I'm trying to think of something to say to keep from having dead air. But it's really weird because there's such a delay. Everything y'all are hearing me say, I said it 15 to 20 seconds ago. So it's weird. But I noticed StreamYard does the same thing. That's got a big delay on it. I don't know about streaming directly from YouTube. I don't know if there's a delay on that. Maybe we ought to try that. I've never used I think I live streamed one time with my phone through the YouTube app. I guess you can Yeah, create. You can click create and go live, but I don't know what kind of tools you get doing that. You know, like the moderators, I don't know. We may check into that. Man, that candle smells good. Can't even tell it's burning, but a little bit. Y'all can barely see it. I can see it better, but I can barely see a little flicker there. I read where some of the China products are probably going to be made cheaper because of the tariffs. Can that even be some of that stuff? No, I don't think it's possible. I got in a nice security camera, but it doesn't work right. And I told them, and we sent emails. They sent me some ideas about it, and I mean, as far as just the camera itself, it works. And there we go again. Move back over here. Oh, it's tracking me now. Oh, I can't run away now. Y'all got me. Oh, but what messes up on it is it doesn't have the when you walk in front of it, the spotlight doesn't come on, and also it doesn't give you notifications. But as far as just the camera, it's a nice, heavy, solid feeling camera. It just doesn't work good. That's what I told him. I said it's a great concept, great body on it, heavy duty feeling. It just, there's something in the software part of it that's not right. You do great reviews, mate. You should be able to demand better prices than $10. Well, yeah, I don't know. There's, like I said, there's some of them that I don't. Hold up. What you? This is. Well, I was reading Ray's text. If I was trying to line it all up in here, I could probably make it a lot brighter. Hi, dear friend. Have these lights. Do you like one of them? Need Amazon shoppable video. Need install it. And that's a big no-no right there. I don't install lighting. Did a few ceiling fans. That's about the extent of that. I bet if I probably turn, listen, just look real quick. Yeah, we'll see what that looks like. Y'all already, I can see it on OBS, but it's not the true. We'll see what it looks like. You'll see my big old belly. That's why I'm walking. Gotta lose that. And I'm getting where I can get tired quicker. Yeah. See, that brightens it up a lot. But I liked having the darker background. The terrorists have in there, China and some other country have found a loophole to get around them. And that loophole is now closed. I can't think of the name of it right now. I do know, well, I don't know, but I heard on some news article or something that they wasn't shipping to the United States. They were shipping it to Mexico and like Canada, and then shipping it from there into the U.S. instead of directly to the U.S. And they was getting past some of those tariffs. But Thursday is the day China dolls are trying to unload the junk from everybody, telling them no. Yeah, I've been telling them no a lot. But I've got so much stuff in there. Y'all check this out. Just I'm gonna go take a picture. I'll just show you. Yes, that is correct. That has been shut down. Oh, okay, yeah. I'd read something about that, sending it to India too. Huh? That's crazy. I understand the plan, and I get it, but it's sure making it tough on a lot of people. And there's no way you're going to make a Samsung phone in the United States for what it can be made in China. There's no way. You can't compete with that. And I think it's a pipe dream for somebody to think you can. Now, maybe something simpler, you know, glasses, maybe so. But when you start dealing with like small parts and chips and things, you can't compete with them. The United States is so far behind on that, and I understand it will push manufacturers to get caught up with them, but that won't be in our generation. That'll take, well, I mean, we'll probably still be alive, but it'd take 20 to 30 years, in my opinion. But what I know. This is my desk in there. The stuff right here in the floor is also stuff. And all the stuff all the way across here is stuff that I have to review. There's a lot. There's a lot of reviews. That's why I've been turning a lot of things down. Right. There's a weller machine and two battery USB charging stations to charge phones and stuff like that. Anyhow, yeah, those lights back there look pretty good. You are all caught up. Yeah, I have one product to do, and I was finishing it up next day, and then boom, there was 4 packages on the front porch. The next day, like 3. The next day, like 3 or 4. And now I'm right back into it. My list for September is probably the longest list of the year so far. And I don't know. But what I'm having to really going to have to watch is it's not even on the ground. I'll move the camera, didn't I? Oh, what I'm really going to have to watch is if I fall behind too far on some of these sellers that are sending the really good stuff, they're liable to not want to send me more stuff because it's taking me 3 or 4 weeks to get it done. Yeah, yeah, it is a lot of reviews and a lot of editing. Normally, I'd say job security, but if you fall behind, like I said, if you fall behind, they're liable to say, okay, you take too long, we'll find somebody else. Are you closing the gap by releasing 2 videos a day? Well, I mean, I did that. I had it uh, September 30th would have been it, but now I'm up going. I think my door back there just moved. I guess a ghost just came in. I don't know. Now I'm up to. Yeah, it is very stressful. October 5th, 8 a.m. when I finished editing the hunting blind. That, well, let's see. How did we do that? Magic. Anyway, that'll be October 5th at 8 p.m. So I may stick with the 2 a day, but I was wanting to see if it really made much difference on the algorithm, whether it doubled almost doubled the pay and doubled the subscriber count, but I haven't seen much of a difference. What is this? Yeah. Hello, Drone Days. Oh, I want to show you something. Haven't done it yet, but it just made me remember. Ever heard of this brand? I don't know if I hadn't even taken it out of the box yet. Every time, every time I hear drones or something like that, I think about you. Now, this camera has all these hand gestures on it, and I don't know what does what. But I know I can make it move by just talking with my hands. Uh, 3D flips, gravity controlled gesture selfie, customized flight routes, 3 speeds. I wish you lived closer. I'll let you do the review on it because I don't know about this stuff. HD camera, which will probably a 1080. First person view, transmission, air control. Custom flight route. I would say it would have GPS on it, wouldn't you? If it has a custom flight route. I don't know. It's not a very expensive one. I think it's $200 on Amazon, which I mean, I guess that's kind of expensive, but compared to a lot of the other ones, It's not. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I don't even remember who sent it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see, that came in on the 17th, and I ain't even thought about doing it yet. Well, that wasn't it. Copy. Paste and go. Oh, wow. $49 now. Well, obviously, these are not selling very well. 75% off. Golly. Have you ever seen a drone that cheap? $200 to $49.99. Let's just do this. Control find GPS. Nope, 0 results on GPS on this product page. There's a link to it. It does have the screen on the controller, which I did like the idea of that. I just, wow, man, that's a huge drop. See, that ain't worth me doing a review on. You know, how much commission could I possibly make off of $50? $1, maybe $2. Oh, no, I don't guess. I don't know. Are they having a Prime Day thing going on? I don't know. I just know it's $75 or 75% off. It was when I took it, it was $199.99. So it's dropped $150 in the last, what I say, since the 15th. What was it? 17th. Plus one more product. Boy, they really screwed me on this one. Because they said it was a high priced item. You know, if I wait another week, they may not even have the product on there anymore. 2K video capture. I doubt it. High definition probably is a 1080 that might be upscaled to a 2K, which I've learned some things on dash cameras, y'all. And it was because of a viewer that asked me a question. And that being that I'm going to put me back here. I don't want to put the YouTube back up over here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. But he had asked me if the dash cam was actually a 4K, and I said, well, it says it is as a Starvis 2. And then they said, what Starvis 2 is it? And after I contacted whoever sent it to me, it had a Starvis 2 and a certain model number, and those model numbers are actually 1080 that they upscale to 4K. In other words, they just make. Gotta quit moving my hands. that they basically just upscale it or upsize it. It's not truly 4K. So from now on, when I review dash cams, the reality is going to be put in there. And I have had somebody try to send me a dash cam, and they said it's a Starbus 2, it's 4K. I said, can you tell me the model number of that Starbus 2? And then when they came back, it was the 2K. But even at 2K, it's still not a 4K. It's just resized to be 3820 by 2160, something like that. So you don't get a true 4K. And that will be in my reviews from now on. I didn't know that. I thought if they said it was 4K and a Starbus 2, then it was 4K, but that's not true. Drone with cameras for adults, 2K, $79.99. Remember how to stop move. I know every time I move my hand, this camera goes in a different direction. I'd like to turn off. I need to figure out how to turn off hand gestures. You can turn on hand tracking, but it's doing it anyway. Zone tracking. Turn that off. I'm quite sure there's a way to disable that tracking altogether. I don't want it to track. If I wanted to track, I'll tell it to track. Zone track. Oh, you can draw a map up on this. I got me a new camera drone days. That's why I'm talking about that. Cancel. I don't know. I just gotta keep my hands still. I've noticed that when I'm doing reviews, I'm like, yes, you and you and you. You know, like if you want a product like this, I will put a link down in the description, and you can order one today. And I'm like, I gotta quit doing that. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I thought it was at least a $200 camera or a drone, but turns out it's a $50 drone. But I don't know. If it works good, there'll be some kid that wants that. I really want a good one, but right now I wouldn't have time. The guy that he bought the walkie-talkies that I had, he was talking about he's got an old Phantom, the DJI Phantom. I can't remember what model it was, maybe the 3. But he said, I'm thinking about selling that. And I said, I'd love to have one. I don't know about the Phantom, but because they're so big. But I don't know when I'd have time now. You know, before I wanted it because I could fly it around the lake while I'm out fishing and stuff, and kind of scope out if there's any shad blowing up, you know, and head that way. But I don't even have time for it anymore. Maybe next spring, crappie season. I don't know. But if DJI don't get something worked out, they're not. I don't even think you can buy them now. I watched a video on that the other day. One guy I watched and bought one out of South Korea, and because you can't get them in the United States right now. Yeah, yeah, that's what he was saying, and even the DJI care package stuff, you know, where the warranties and all that, they're not even offering that on anything now, except for, I think he said there was like the gimbal, maybe the Osmo gimbal or something, you can get it on, but like the mics and the actual cameras, the action cameras, you can't buy the DJI Care plan now or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Good night, everybody. I have to go now. Good night. It is 10:30. I was only going to be on here for an hour. All right, Pork Chop, thanks for stopping by. I'm fixing to get off here myself. I want to get this video edited and uploaded before I go to bed. And it's 10:39. I've been going to bed fairly early, 1 or 2 o'clock, and then getting up decently early, around 8:39. And if I don't get her done, then I'm not going to be going to bed. I don't want to. Heard something outside. Ain't nothing out there. I don't know what it was. Anyway, good night, Pork Chop. Hope you have a great night. We'll catch you next time. The camera guys are all upset like crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I've watched a few videos going on. I don't know what the deal is. Whoever all's going to bed. I'm fixed to. Well, I'm not going to bed, but I do got to get some work done. My break time. Well, you know, I was once a city worker, so I'm used to leaning on a shovel half the day. Just joking. That's what was the big tease was with most city employees. But yeah. Anyway, we'll see what this. I might get to this weekend. I need to, since I've had it for so long. The prices are going to keep dropping, apparently. I don't know, unless they're getting a lot of returns on them, they're just trying to unload them all. I don't know. Might make some little kid a happy Christmas present or something. Who knows? Anyway, guys and gals, I guess Lisa probably crashed out an hour ago. Hadn't heard her say anything. Pork Chop's going to bed. I bet Miss Wendy's probably went in and went to bed. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here and get some work done. So hopefully we will see y'all next Wednesday night. Let's see. Wait, how many more days? Okay. Next Wednesday night on Grandpa's Random Reviews, it'll be the first Wednesday of the month, so we'll be doing a drawing. I don't know for what yet. Maybe a drone. No, I don't know. We'll come up with something. But anyway, I am out, y'all. Thanks for coming by, and y'all keep smiling and be happy and all that good stuff. And I'll catch y'all next week. Or if you call or text, I'll be here. So anyhow, I'm out, y'all. Y'all have a great night and see you next time. Bye, y'all. Oh, there goes the camera. Good night, y'all.